Good morning, you guys. So, listen, this is gonna be real quick. Y'all know I'm always on the way to work, but I'm so excited, y'all. I was sitting up here, and I went to just look at something. I don't know. Have y'all ever just looking at something, and you just, as you're doing it, you're like, you know what? Let's go and get this done. Let's go and take care of this. Let's go and put things into motion, into play. And that's what I did. In all honesty, I completed a task. I'll tell y'all later because I ain't completed. I got like one step left, but it's done. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all may not understand, but somebody out there understand. Sometimes you got to do stuff before it's all the way completed, before it's all the way perfect, because we so often sit there and be like, oh, it got to be perfect, and then I can start it, I can jump into it, I gotta have all this stuff together. No, you don't. Like, more and more and more I listen to people and I hear them saying, just start, just do it. As you do it, it's gonna be completed, it's gonna be done. And that is so true. Like, y'all, it's done. Like, my whole shebang that I'm putting together, it's done, baby. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled, and it's because I feel that I'm one step closer to my goal, right? Because what I do, and this is something you can do too. What I do is I break down goals, right? I talk about this in my class, like chunking out goals. And you can chunk it out, you put everything, do like a brain dump. This is like 3 techniques in one, right? Do a brain dump, put everything on paper. Everything. Put everything that you have thought of, that you're thinking of, that you want, that you don't even deem as being important. Put it on the paper. And then start to chunk out your task, right? Put things that look like they're similar or go together, put them together. Because at the end of the day, there's some things that's in your mind that you're like, okay, if I complete A and B, then C will be easier to get done. Or if I complete, 5 and 6, then thing number 1, all I have to do is number 10, and then it's done. Like, so just chunk all of those things together. And as you chunk those smaller tasks together, you'll be like, oh, it's done, and I didn't even know it was done. Like, you really be like, oh, this is completed, and I didn't even know that it was done for real. So I don't have all this stuff left on my stuff. Like, you got to get it out your mind. I think because we keep so many things in our heads, in our minds, we jam it, and we're like, oh, I got so much to do. And at the end of the day, that's so much, because you've broken it down into so many little steps. It's not a lot. It's manageable, and it takes off some of the stress and anxiety of you even getting started, or the avoidance of trying to do something. Like, these are good skills to have, and a lot of times we know about these skills, we know we need to implement them, but we don't, because we've spent so much time in a place of avoidance, right? We spend so much time in worry, because worry seems comfortable. Worry seems, number 1, yes, worry seems comfortable. Number 2, we're so used to it. We've gotten comfortable is the only word that I can keep coming up with. We've gotten so complacent in allowing ourselves to kind of just endure with shit that we don't like. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm trying to become a better person. Like, language is really gonna affect that. Language does, actually, but curse words, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But at the end of the day, what I want to say is, when you start to complete a goal, and that accomplishing of that goal, it really truly excites you. And another thing that I talk about, because I already talked about one, another thing I talk about is celebrating yourself. Celebrate every little step. Whenever you accomplish a goal, we're so used to not doing it that our body, the energy systems that's in our body, it becomes very stagnated, and we treat ourselves and we program our mind to have this firm belief that it's just not going to happen. And that's how we get into this negative concept. This is why you hear people talk about gratitude and, whatever else. But within that same measure, you have to start celebrating your small wins. And the more you celebrate yourself, the more you'll feel accomplished, the more you'll be like, I'm more adept to try something new, try it again. And it just again, it's that feeling of accomplishment that makes you want to do the next step. And even if you fail, just because you took the next step, celebrate that. It's kind of like, I think I talked about this once before. It's kind of like when people have babies and the baby first starts to learn how to walk. The idea is that the baby's going to walk anyway. You already have it set in your mind that eventually the baby's going to walk. They're going to do, they're going to do all these things that they are supposed to naturally lean towards. But when you actually see those first one or two steps and then the baby falls down, you're like, yay, go, you did it, woo. And that enthusiasm is what encourages the child to do it again. And you're like, come on, get up again. Come on, come to mama, come to daddy, whatever it is, right? So it's the same thing now that you are trying to be in the process of reprogramming your mind, your body, your neurology system. That's not the word that I want, but you are trying to get yourself in a place ultimately where you are feeling more fulfilled in life. And if that is your goal, to feel more fulfilled in life, be sure that you celebrate your small wins. Be sure that you start planning and chunking out your things. Do a mind dump. Get some of this stuff out of your head and onto paper so that you can alleviate some of your own stress. You guys, like I said, I'm already at work. I'm about to get out this car, but I'm always here, you guys. I'm always coming back at some point in time. So there's plenty of videos that's already here. If you haven't seen them, go through, watch them. Like this video. If this was helpful, please share it with someone else who you feel may need this, or just share it in general. And of course, subscribe to the page, you guys. There's so much more content that's coming. Y'all, I'm so excited. All right, y'all. Look, my earpiece fell out, but hopefully y'all can hear me. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.